Slavery. That's the place everybody likes to start Negro history. You have ignorant black men being brought over from Africa in chains. Terrible thing, slavery. But this way slavery is taught, it sort of takes the sting out of it. Because the way it's usually taught, people think that we Afro-Americans started with nothing but little grass skirts like the kids in the Tarzan movies. And though America gave us slavery, America kindly gave us religion and a lick or two of education. And when we get more jobs and more education, then up from slavery. But we had something before we left Africa, something more than rhythm. I mean, we had a high culture. The culture was so high that great artists in the world are still borrowing from it. Now here's a sculpture by an unknown African artist. And here's what Paul Klee took from him. Now here's a work by an unknown black African, and Pablo Picasso liked what he saw. Another African design, and Modigliani swiped it, or he was influenced by it, or whatever polite word you want to use. Another black African artist, and Picasso didn't change it very much. I mean, when you look at this copy, you got to give us a little more than rhythm. You got to give us style. Now, if you tell the history of slavery right, you got a big problem on your hands. The slave trader didn't take some savage out of Africa. He took a human being, sold him like an animal, and separated him from his family. America invented the cruelest slavery in the history of the world because it broke up black families. After slavery was over, America kept breaking up the black man's family. And that's some awful history to teach. Now, if you want to look history right straight in the eye, you're going to get a black eye. Because it isn't important whether a few black heroes got lost or stolen or strayed in America's history textbooks. What's important is why they got left out.
Well, we was in our mind. Nobody can fool us. But now this devil has given us his mind. And that brings me back to what I was talking about. And that's why he's afraid of you, brother. Because after 3 generations of being in America, you know what's starting to happen? Negroes on television, you can't tell whether they're white or black no more. He comes on television and says, "Good morning, ladies and gentlemen." And you got to look around the screen and say, "Wow, I thought that was a white." That never happened before because we had the voice of the sound of many waters. The white man couldn't look us in our eyes because our eyes had flames of fire coming out of them. What fire? The solar plex fire. Solar. Now let me speak to you about a fire that's burning inside of us that they don't have. Their palate is low. You understand me? We have an inner torch in the ancient writings of Michelangelo. Notice his name. Michelangelo, the angel Michael. He made a picture of Jesus, Jesus, and he always would draw a little torch in his chest, a little candle. That's right. You remember that picture? That's right. They never told you what that torch meant, though. That torch is an inner light, like I said last time. Anybody here who is 9 ether, 8 ether, or 7 ether, and when I say 7, 8, and 9 ether, I'm talking about the texture of your kingly hair, not kinky hair. 7 ether is wavy, 8 ether is curly, and 9 ether is nappy. You understand that? That's the fuse that's ignited by the sun. In the center of your chest, and that's why the devil calls it a solar plex, because it's a sun here.
You do this, get your peoples to do this, get your peoples to do this. Somebody got to do it. Make a poster, just one poster of all of our peoples that they're claiming had raped somebody. Make one poster, and that poster is going to show you exactly the pattern. It's gonna happen.
So shit like the Cosby gets effectively eliminated from history, so you don't have to go back there and look at it. The fucking Brady Bunch, Lucy and Desi Arnaz been ripping ass for years. All type of drug-fueled fights and bullshit. But that show is still on in 175 countries because that's the America they want to show. Why would you do that? Because it wiped out a piece of black history. That's it. That's the statement. Is y'all can't have no history. Everything that was ever good about y'all, we gonna move to the side.
That's why we have it.
You know what y'all gonna be known for? Puff. 50 Cent.
That's what we want.
Anybody that's a chaotic killer is allowed to fucking be here. The easiest thing to do to a black man is throw a rape jacket on, because you can't get out of that.
It's a pattern. It's a pattern.
A rape jacket is just saying, I can't kill you, so I'm gonna destroy you.
That's what we always ask for. For every black man from Bill Cosby to Dr. York to
Put a jacket on.
Michael Jackson. When you went after Michael Jackson and that wasn't an obvious.
How about this? When's the last time you heard the words Michael Jackson, alleged child molester, since he died? You know why? Because the ownership of his masters are now back in the master's hands. So now Mike Jackson is the greatest show on fucking earth. You know why? We got that money back, bro.
Well, not only that, but look, as a female, like this went on for 10 years, right? At any point in time, did you try to go into any place that you had access to around your city or state and say, look, you didn't even have to mention Bill Cosby's name, but can I just see something in your record to say, I tried to go to rehabilitation somewhere?
I told somebody, tell me, if you got raped, there's one friend, one friend that you walked in that crib and cried your fucking eyes out to. Where's that?